Hey guys. Okay, that's better. I shut the door. All right, so this video covers what we learned today in class on Monday. And this is the power rules video. This is a really quick, short, tiny little bitty piece. These are the notes. Okay, you can get them from me in class. Or you can just write it in your journal. Okay, here is where we are at in our little book. If you need to pause the video and get these formulas down, go for it. Okay, let's look at this. So when we're raising a power to a power, let me zoom in. When you're raising a power to a power, you're going to multiply A times B. Okay, so here we've got x to the 10, because 2 times 5 is 10. This one, m to the 28, n to the 16, because 4 times 4 is 16. This one, c to the 3, d to the 6. 2 times 3 is 6. Okay, jump down here. Now when there's a coefficient, you raise the coefficient to the given power, and you simplify the variables with the power rule, which is what's up here at the top. So -4 to the 4th power. That's the same as this. Well, all of that, -4 times -4 is 16. 16 times 16 is 256. 3 times 4, C12, and D16. When you look at 8, you've only got 3, because we're only going to the 3rd power. So that's like -3 times -3 times -3. So we're going to have -27 x to the 6th, because 2 times 3 is 6. Here on number 9, you've got 1/8, a to the 9th, b to the 12th, and c to the 15th, because this fraction is just itself times itself 3 times. 1/2 times 1/2 times 1/2. Okay? When you jump down and you start combining processes, okay, look at this one. Nothing happens with a to the 3rd, that stays. But this piece we can. So this is going to become a to the 8, b to the 4. You're going to say, well, why is it not negative? Well, because there's 4 of them. So if I have 4 negative a's, it's just like this one over here. It became positive. Okay? Now I got to do step 2. Oops. So I got to combine these. Well, they're multiplying, so we're going to use the product rule from the other day, and I'm going to add those two. So I get A11, B4. You only multiply when you're raising it to the power. This is just plain old multiplication. Okay? Look at this one. We have 3 to the 4th power. That's 81, x to the 12th, y to the 4th. Then we're going to subtract. Oh, wait, we can't yet, because we have all this stuff we got to go through. So let's put this one to the squared power. So let's see, 7 squared is 49. And then we have 2 times 5 is x to the 10, and y squared. We can just bring this piece down because nothing's happening but multiplication. X2, y2. Oopsie, I ran out of paper. So there's multiplication happening here. So I got to combine these x's. 49, x to the 12, y to the 4. Write this all down again. Now, these parts match. Okay, see, these match. X12, Y4, X12, Y4. So now we can subtract them, and nothing's going to happen to those highlighted parts. We're going to take 81 minus 49, and I think you get 32. X12, Y4. Okay? So jump over to the shapes. Okay, perimeter and area. Let me show you. I finished one. Okay, take a look. My area is this side times that side. 12 times 5 is 60, x to the third. This one here, you add up all your sides. You can only add the pairs that match. So that pair matches. So we got 10 of those. This pair matches. So you've got 24 of those. This is your answer. I know it doesn't look finished, but that is your answer. Okay? Same idea here. The area of a triangle, area equals 1/2 base times height. Okay, here's the formula for 1/2 base times height. Okay, when you plug all that in and multiply it across, this is what you get. We're skipping this one. It is extra credit if you want. Okay, when you look at 19, okay, it's A plus B divided by 2 times H. Well, 4 of these, because these match, look, 4 of these match, plus 7 of those is 11. So we get 11 of those divided by 2. Well, I don't want to do that just yet because this 2 and that 2 will cancel each other out. So then I'm just left with 11. Okay? And so your answer for this one, let me find the finished one, looks like this. Here's my 11. Here's my times 1/2. Here's my 2. Times 1/2 is the same as divide by 2. So when I combine all these together, 2 times 11 is 22 over 2, 11 again. X has 2, this X has 1, so X to the third. Y and Y is Y squared. That's it, that's your whole answer. Okay, and then look right here. Here is the formula for your circle, pi r squared. This is r, this is pi. We're going to leave it in terms of pi, so don't bother doing 3.14 blah, blah, blah. Okay, now the important thing is you got to have a number in front. So when I square the 3, I get 9. My pi can come straight back down. X squared should be x squared. Y cubed and then squared is 6, because 3 times 2 is 6. Okay, if you have any questions, email me or bring them to me.